Everybody, good morning. Welcome back to the XM Live Room. As of every Monday, we are here with trading expert Olufemi. Olu, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Hannah. Happy to be here with you again today.
Thanks so much.
Sorry, not Anna. Stop. I said Anna.
That's okay. Usually have these interviews. You've usually had these interviews here in the XM Live Room with Anna.
Yes.
So that's want to kick off just touching on all the major events we're expecting this week. From what I understand, it's somewhat of a domino effect we're to expect. Usually, I suppose other events will perhaps wait on the FOMC Fed, but this time around it's the other way around. We've got CPI, PPI, FOMC Fed interest rate decisions, ECB interest rate decisions at the end of the week.
Exactly. The week is fully packed. Fully packed.
Need I say more? How are you going to prepare for this week? What events are you looking the most forward to?
Okay, all of them really. I am looking mainly at the Fed because I know the Fed would, of course, have impact on most of the other ones. Although I do not expect that they would likely increase it, and well, it may happen because last week we saw Canadian dollar and even Australian central bank shocking us with more increase than expected. But I think the CPI too may have an impact on the decision that will be arrived at the end of it all. By the end, I think CPI is Tuesday and the interest rate is Wednesday. So maybe by the time we saw what the CPI is saying, maybe that would influence what is expected, what would happen on Wednesday. I think about 25 basis, about 25% are expecting that there would be an increase in the interest rate decision, okay? But most people are expecting that nothing would happen, that they would likely move this to July. So if something then happened unexpectedly, maybe an increase or a decrease, I know that's going to shock the market and it would have much impact on dollar. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to that. Then the ECB to 25 basis points increase is kind of priced in already, fully priced in. So if at the end of it, it is 50 basis points that was done or there wasn't any increase, that I think would have more impact on the market. And that one is also quite important because they are kind of in like a technical recession right now. The economy, the economic activity isn't doing so well. Inflation is also kind of reducing, but still it is expected that there would be an increase of 25 basis points. So all of these are quite very big central banks that we're expecting decisions from this week. So I think they will have a lot of impact on the market. The US dollar, the euro, these are the major currencies that are most traded in the market. The US dollar taking the number one, euro taking number two. So I know that there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market this week, especially if the actual differs from the expected. That could shock the market more and there would be more increase. For dollar, I think if nothing is done, that probably will reduce the strength of dollar. But whatever is said during the FOMC meeting would also have impact on what people would do at the end of it all. If there's expectation that it's going to be increased in the next meeting, this start could start being priced into the market almost immediately. People are expecting that there would be an increase soon. Same with the ECB, whatever decision is arrived at or whatever is said and which gives expectation to what would happen in the future would also have impact on what happens with the currency, how volatile it becomes during the week. For yen, however, they have just been there, like the lone wolf doing nothing about the interest rate. And this time around, the expectation is that it's going to remain at minus 0.10, which is what it has been for quite a long time. And however, this time the inflation seems to have been increasing, economic activity also booming, but there is also expectation that the inflation may reduce toward the end of the year. So because of that, it is possible that they don't do anything this month. Maybe they also move it to like July before they increase or do anything about the interest rate decision. So there's a lot to expect in the market this week. For new people trading, maybe I would say caution is needed in a week where we're going to have a lot of volatility in the market like this. For someone who is more experienced, probably you would have a way you already trade when you're expecting, high impact news like the ones you're expecting this week. And so that would help to shape the way you trade within the week. But someone who is perhaps entirely new to the market or just coming in and who doesn't know much about fundamental analysis or how to adopt that in training, sorry, I usually would say, okay, caution is needed when there are high impact events expected in the market like this.
Great advice, Olu. And I also, what comes to mind to me is that perhaps you don't have to trade every event. You can filter the events in which you are going to trade.
That's right. It's true.
I do want to ask something specific to the FOMC Fed, just backtracking a little bit before we wrap up here. For me, I wonder why it would play a role right now and just to pick up from July. What is the difference here?
Okay, I think these are based on the data expected as well, because it is usually best to like plan your move in every situation, even as individuals. Whatever you want to do, you want to take a pause, look at, okay, what impact as this ad. There's been tightening for quite a while now. So they perhaps are thinking the impact is not so felt, the impact of the tightening has not been felt so well enough. But then at the same time, they are looking at the data, inflation is improving, the economy is doing well, unemployment data is also doing well, but core inflation seems to still be high somehow, so all of this can kind of cause like an indecision in the middle, making it look like, okay, let's see what happens this month in order for us to decide on what we do next. So I think it is just normal if they decide at the end of the day to take a pause this month and then resume the decision in the coming months, which I think would also be dependent on what the data would give within this period to when the next decision would be made. So basically, it's because of what we are seeing in the economy. On one hand, they are feeling maybe the tightening had not had enough impact. On the other hand, they are seeing the data, which is kind of still making the economy quite strong. Employment, we saw the employment decision with NFP, employment report. We saw that it's really doing well. So everything seems to be doing well at the same time. I think it is proper just around this period that they take a pause to see what is happening before they continue making more decisions.
Okay. At this point, you do have your upcoming session, The Art of Buying and Selling in the Beginner Room. What can our viewers expect from that one?
Okay, from the art of buying and selling, we're going to be taking it back to the basics and talk about what we do in the market, buying and selling. We'll talk about what it involves, what you expect to look out for, how to analyze the market in order for you to make buy and sell decisions. We would especially be looking at the events we are expecting in the market this week. How would they have impact on the market in the week, and how you can start looking to take them into consideration, and they can serve like basis for whatever decision you then make. How to combine a little bit of fundamental even while you're using technical analysis to make decisions on whether I want to buy or I want to sell. So we will start by looking at the events we are expecting in the market, and then we'll go then and talk about what's happening from our different charts. Are we around major areas, major support and resistance, what will happen from here, what are the patterns we are seeing in the market, technical areas on the charts that can give us good ideas on trades that we can take within the week. So we'll just be doing all of this, analyzing the market generally to find buy and sell opportunities.
Excellent. You guys do hop over to the beginner room. The session's to take place 5 minutes from now. Should be a good one. And in that case, don't hesitate to access the chats, leave your comments or questions. Olu, thank you so much for another lovely interview. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely session.
You too. Thank you. Have a great day.